Hi, this is Joseph. It is May 1st, 2015. It's Friday, and I wanted to review the last two trades that we had closed with the trade copier. The first one is here on the pound dollar. There were actually a few things that we were looking at last couple of days. I've been reviewing the larger time frames here on the pound dollar, noticing that we're hitting some major resistance over here. So back on Monday and Tuesday, we were talking about this particular currency pair. I mentioned that, first of all, when price reaches support or resistance or areas of support and resistance, it's not always going to hit those levels at the exact number. I mean, sometimes it's going to fall just short of the actual resistance point, which it did back over here. That high was on February 26th here on the 4-hour chart for the pound dollar. And you'll notice that it didn't really hit the actual high, 1.5550. Last week we were trading this pair to the upside, and then I mentioned that this would probably be an area where we would stop trading at the 1.5550 area. So we stopped trading it this week to the upside, anticipating this retracement. And then here we get that reversal candle pattern, and then we get some of these profit target levels. So on the 1-hour time frame, to minimize the stop loss, because we want to use smaller stop losses with the trade copier execution, we were able to get into this trade. We earned approximately 30 pips on this move to the downside. And then the other trade that we executed was here on the dollar Swiss. So we're looking at the 4-hour time frame, and I want to go back to the 4-hour time frame because a few days ago we noticed this continuation breakout signal candle, and I mentioned that this would probably signal more pressure to the downside, and it really started to pick up a lot of momentum today. We had to wait for that, but as I mentioned, when this signal candle occurred, it would probably pull back. It's not uncommon to see price test the support level that it broke out of, which it came pretty close. It didn't actually test it on the number. Remember, support and resistance aren't always an exact number. Sometimes they're just a pocket or a range of support and resistance, and you got to keep an eye on it. One of the ways to help you confirm what you see is to wait for the candle patterns relative to the time frame that you're trading off of. So it took a while. It took a couple of days for price to start to come back down and then give us the entry to sell this pair. Now, I wanted to also make reference to the split that was going on today between the pound dollar and the euro dollar, because for a while the euro dollar was moving up, and I kept telling all of my coaching students and my subscribers that I'm still going to sell the pound dollar. It's still, I see all that technical weakness on the pound dollar. I know that a lot of people sometimes are uncomfortable trading the pound dollar in the opposite direction as the euro dollar, but again, we have to remember they're two different countries, two different economies, and different things can have an impact at different times between those two currencies. So the euro dollar more or less went sideways. We did not sell the euro dollar or go long the euro dollar today, but when we had these accurate signals here, we were able to just execute what we see here on the technicals and then line it up with economic data. So we sold the dollar Swiss today and made approximately 27 pips on this one, and then we sold the pound dollar and earned approximately 30 pips on that move to the downside. And then again, now we're looking at the euro dollar, and the euro dollar at this point is going a little sideways, and I can see the pressure to the downside right now. But I think that with it being Friday, what I'd rather do is just wait until the market opens, unless I get a solid signal. If I get a solid signal to sell it and it looks like it's going to move quickly, I may consider selling this pair. But at this point, I'm thinking I'm done for the day because I don't want to get stuck holding onto a position through the weekend. And it's pretty likely or common that we get a signal late on Friday and then it just sort of goes nowhere. It goes sideways, doesn't really hit the stop or the target, and I end up holding through the weekend with a trade that goes nowhere. So I don't want to really get involved in a situation like that. I'd rather skip on the trade if I get a signal, which I don't have a confirmed signal just yet to sell this pair. This is the euro dollar. I don't have a confirmed signal just yet. It's not to say that I won't, but even if I do get it, unless I can anticipate that it's going to move quickly and pay to that target today before the end of trading for the week, I probably won't execute then, and I'll just wait for an opportunity on Sunday when the market opens, or Monday depending on where you live, to trade this pair. So we've got some really good overall larger time frame signals to trade these, and we expect the trend to resume on several of these currencies. We'll do a weekend wrap up on Sunday, and that way we can sort of get our trade plan together for next week. So it was a great trading week, another positive week. I hope you traded well, and I look forward to trading with you next week. If you like this video and you want to get more information about these trading strategies, please click the subscribe button so that you can get instant notification when I put up a brand new video tutorial. Or you can visit my website right now by clicking the Visit My Website button, and I have some free trading manuals for you and extra video lessons with some special discount offers to use my Forex Signal service that will automatically execute all of these trades for you onto your MT4 account.